Sabalenka vs. Rybakina, live updates and top moments from the Australian Open final. Take center stage at Rod Laver Arena Saturday in the 2026 Australian Open Women's Singles Final. It's a rematch of the 2023 Australian Open Final, which Sabalenka won in 3 sets. Now, 3 years later, the circumstances are different. Rybakina comes off a WTA Finals championship while the 2-time Australian Open champion Sabalenka has reached 7 straight hardcourt Grand Slam finals, including 4 straight Australian Open finals. What's at stake? Sabalenka would win her 5th career Grand Slam and Rybakina would get her 2nd in addition to a 4.1 million Australian dollars, $2.75 million US dollars, prize. From the key moments to the best points, check back here as WTennis.com has all the live updates from the 2026 Australian Open Final. Tennis Sabalenka vs. Rybakina, a Grand Slam final for the ages. The stage is set once again at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne, an electric cauldron of anticipation, drama, and athletic brilliance, as Aryna Sabalenka and Elena Rybakina face off in the 2026 Australian Open Women's Singles Final. This isn't just another match, it's a clash of styles, history, and personality, a rematch that carries the weight of past victories, losses, and unfinished stories. Both players have been relentless through this tournament, winning every set they've played and striking fear into the hearts of opponents with their relentless power, precision, and mental toughness. For the first time since 2008 at a Grand Slam, both finalists have reached the title stage without dropping a set. Brain the backdrop, rivals, rematches, and rising stakes. Sabalenka's path, dominance and determination. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka entered the 2026 Australian Open as the heavy favorite, a force of nature whose booming serve and ferocious groundstrokes have made her one of the most feared players on tour. She's into her 4th consecutive Australian Open final, a testament to not only her talent but her consistency on hard courts. Sabalenka's semifinal was authoritative, a straight-sets dismantling of Elena Svitolina, though not without its tension. In that match, an on-court hindrance penalty sparked controversy, but the Belarusian channeled her emotions into power and precision, closing the match with some of the most eye-catching winners of the tournament. What makes Sabalenka so dangerous is not just her serve, which regularly flirts with the high 190s, but her evolving tactical game. No longer a one-dimensional banger, she's added variety to her shot-making, using drop shots, net play, and smarter point construction to control rallies and dictate play. A win here would make Sabalenka a 3-time Australian Open champion, elevating her deeper into the conversation of all-time greats, particularly if she ties legends like Hingis and Sharapova in career slam titles. Rybakina's journey, grace, power, and precision. On the other side of the court stands Elena Rybakina, the Kazakh sensation famed for her porcelain calm under pressure and one of the cleanest, most penetrating serves in the women's game. Rybakina's route to the final was equally impressive, dismantling top competition including Iga Swiatek and Jessica Pegula, with her heavy hitting and brutal serve shaping the scoreboard. Rybakina arrives not just as a finalist but as a threat. She has shown enormous confidence in big moments, rallying past Pegula in a tight second-set tiebreak in her semifinal, a testament to both her physical endurance and mental fortitude. Already a Grand Slam champion, Wimbledon 2022, Rybakina's blend of flat, powerful ground strokes and a rhythmic serve makes her uniquely equipped to dictate points quickly, often winning them in fewer strokes than her opponents can react. Her strategy against Sabalenka is clear: serve fast, strike hard, and never give the world number 1 a rhythm. Fire live final vibes, key moments and turning points. Note, the live score and moments are based on ongoing coverage and evolving reports. Pre-match buzz. Fans, pundits, and analysts alike are buzzing about the rivalry narrative, Sabalenka leading the all-time head-to-head 8-6, but Rybakina holding key wins in finals, including their recent WTA Finals clash. Melbourne Park's iconic blue courts glow under the lights, with the crowd packed to capacity, a visceral mix of expectancy and electric support for both players. Opening games, nerves, serve, intensity. Right from the first serve, The match settles into a rhythm dominated by big second serves, quick holds, and explosive forehands. Rybakina's first serve percentage hovers high as she tries to neutralize Sabalenka's return pressure early. Sabalenka, for her part, flashes her trademark aggressive returns, pinning Rybakina deep and testing her movement. Mid-set momentum shifts. First breakpoint drama. Sabalenka pushes Rybakina into a long rally, earns a break chance, but Rybakina responds with a flat backhand winner that leaves the crowd gasping. Rybakina serves at 5-4. The Kazakakis looks set to take the first set, but Sabalenka digs deep, saving set point with a volley winner, the tension rising like a thunderstorm. These mini-battles define the set, stolen points, sudden momentum, and a feeling that one swing can change the entire narrative. Physical and emotional peaks. Sabalenka's emotional energy fuels her powerful winners and serves. Rybakina's calm, almost stoic presence steadies her nerves. The crowd feels every point, the hushed silence before a critical serve, the eruption after a blistering cross-court forehand, the collective gasp at a net cord creeping over at just the right or wrong angle. Performing arts, the narrative of rivalry, style versus strategy. This final is more than just power versus power. It's a clash of tennis philosophies. Sabalenka, emotional fire. Sabalenka wears her heart on her sleeve. Her energy spikes, ebbs, and flows with every rally. When she's in rhythm, she's unstoppable. When she's frustrated, her aggression can become a double-edged sword. But that fierce competitiveness has also driven her to some of the most jaw-dropping winners in the sport, the kind that transform matches into poetry in motion. Rybakina, composed precision. Rybakina's game is almost architectural, deep, penetrating serves that set up short points, baseline artillery that compels errors, and a calm that belies the stakes. Her ability to stay composed during critical moments, such as tight tiebreak scenarios, gives her an edge in high-pressure tennis environments. Together, they produce a theatrical contrast, Sabalenka's wild intensity against Rybakina's serene precision. It's not just about winning points, it's about who wins the battle for momentum, nerve, and belief. Puzzle piece historical echoes and what's at stake. While this match is very much now, it carries the echoes of the past. Their rivalry includes a dramatic Australian Open 2023 final where Sabalenka rallied after losing the first set to win her first major title there, 4-6, 6-3, 6-4. A memorable 2025 WTA Finals title match where Rybakina defeated Sabalenka in straight sets, showcasing her ability to seize big occasions. These encounters add layers of psychological context. Who avenges, who defends, whose mental game will prevail under the brightest lights on tennis' biggest stage. Trophy beyond the score. Why this final matters. Whatever the result, whether Sabalenka confirms her Wimbledon-style dominance again, or Rybakina finds another level of brilliance, this match transcends a simple championship. A story of rivalry that refuses to be.